Mike Jones here with Ken's. It's 2026. Happy New Year to you. You're going to love this show, doing what we do because you let us. Let's get inside and check it all out.
Georgia's #1 sight and sound source. Go to Ken's.
All right, here we are in 2026. This is Austin, my nephew, who's the boss of our Macon location and future owner of our company. And this is Audio Control. Now, smaller stack, we sold a lot at Christmas, but this brand, Audio Control, is an American brand.
Yep.
And you, like you were saying, they have taken off. Give us some examples of what they do, Audio Control.
Yes, Audio Control, mainly they were known for factory integration. So having modules allowing us to add amplifiers to your factory systems. So after that, they have taken off. They have designed amplifiers, subwoofers, boxes specifically made for your trucks and vehicles. Fit and finish is perfect. It even mounts down to your factory bolt locations. No drilling holes. I mean, they really have made it factory, but giving you the sound of aftermarket.
And they do a lot of the custom side as well. So when they do a prefab box like he's holding here, 10-inch subwoofer made to go into a truck or a hatchback, it is an amazing amount of output. As a matter of fact, during Christmas, we did one of the 2-door Broncos out at our Warner Robins location, and he put one of these in there, and he said, I cannot believe how hard that subwoofer hits for such a small package.
Yeah, it was amazing.
This particular sub, I own this sub. I've got an older Acura, it's about 26-year-old Acura that I've done up really, really nice. And this subwoofer, because it has more of a flat magnet, I was able to put a fiberglass box in mine, and I'm telling you, I play that thing like I stole it, and it is just amazing. Let's talk about amplifiers.
Yeah, amplifiers, absolutely amazing. So they have tons and tons of power, 1,000 watt amps, 4,000 watt amps now. So right now you can see this massive box across the bottom. It's 4,000 watts of power, and right now it's $509.
So $509.
Unbelievable.
For that incredible amount of power. I love the mini chassis. Obviously they are more of a digital chassis, so they pull 750 watt amplifiers. And I know that basically they just have whatever craving you have as far as power. Mids and highs, we know they're going to have those separate tweeters, 6.5, 6x9s.
Yeah, they make Pro Series speakers for people that really want to just be super, super loud. They have all the power for it. I mean, right now our best-selling amp is a 1,000 watt amp by them, and it's $199.
Good night. Okay,
so beat that.
So Macon and Warner Robins, well, obviously we have a lot more. You're really right here in 2026. Well, this stack was here, and now it's here. Yeah. But we're going to have it back here by the time you get to see this show. So you'll get out and see Austin and the Brainiacs at the Macon location, or Scott and the Brainiacs at the Warner Robins location to get your Audio Control on. Awesome.
Hey y'all, Cooper with Ken Stereo, and today I got a special treat for y'all. You've probably seen this truck in the background for a long time of a lot of our car audio side of our business, okay? So we recently finally got this finished up, and let me tell you, this thing is absolutely insane. 15 speakers. We got bass amp, mids, and high amp. We got one of each on each side. Sound cube definitely powering all of our bass stuff. We got 4,000 watts total, 2,000 watt amp here, 2,000 watt on the other side, just powering those 15 speakers. Then we also have our bass amps. That's right, that thing is 10,000 watts, one on each side. That's 20,000 watts total. We got 5 batteries in this thing to power this, make sure your alternator's running good and that you have no engine trouble. The box itself is, I mean, this thing probably weighs, no joke, 600 to 1,000 pounds. I mean, this thing is insane, but obviously a truck like this can handle that kind of weight. Just take a look around the truck from where you're sitting. We got 5 speakers here. We got 3 speakers in each door, plus a tweeter in each door. You'll probably see cutaways of all this so you can get a better view. We got 2 on each side of the center console as well. I mean, this thing, when I say it's speakered out, dude, it is speakered out, and this thing is so loud. Before we get to your sound demo stuff, let's go ahead and turn away. Now, let me show you this. This is Viper. That's who we do with all of our custom, and as far as all of our remote starts, everything like that. So if I press this button, I can start the truck. If I press this button, I can lock it. That way you can keep all your factory stuff, you don't add any weird steering wheel things or anything like that. It's just an extra key on your fob, and they give you an extra one in case you lose one, which is always a great thing. Now, as far as what I've been leaning on this whole time, this is a custom center console that we built. That's right, it's a custom work iPad he has right here. Flush that in. We did red leather on top, black on the sides. That's kind of his theme, is black and red. We got a custom USB flush mount right here, 2 cup holders, and that's right, you can lift this up. And we got all of our carpeted inside for all of our storage needs. We put our name on this stuff, and we really appreciate y'all giving us that opportunity to make it this amazing. Obviously, this is a very high and extraordinary deal, but Hey, we do it all. All right, so now we're in the truck and we got to listen to this. I know I've been in here talking about it a lot, but you're probably seeing a cutaway now. We got all these lights too. That's right, DS18, all of our speakers, and they even come with these lights also you can get as an attachment. We got them on the center console. We got them on the speakers up here. We also got lights inside the box. We got lights underneath where your feet are. We also got lights on the wheels. We got lights underneath. We got it all in here. I'm telling you, this is insane. But now, for the part you've probably been waiting on, let's get a little sound demo. No bass at first, just speakers.
Keep me in the dark.
I mean, that was only 15 volume. This radio goes to 40. I mean, that was 15. This thing is insane. Now, let's add a little bass to it. See what you think. I know this is a lot to take in, guys. This thing is absolutely incredible, and we've been so excited to show it off. So thank you for bearing with me. And let me tell you something. This right here, this is what we do.
Custom, we definitely do a tremendous amount of custom. Let's get back to the specials. All right, in the specials world, Austin, talk about single DINs and double DINs that aren't touchscreen. Go for that for us.
Single DINs, double DINs, old school feeling, your volume knob, that's what people still ask about, CD players. But radios are going to start out at $199, completely free installation. Right now we have this Pioneer right here, $199 like I said. You get your CD player, you got USB plug-in, you can charge your phone, and of course Bluetooth, that way you can stream your music and answer your phone calls on it too. Great unit. If you want to do something bigger, if your factory radio has that bigger space, we can do a double DIN, just a bigger version of these. But you can do a double DIN, those are just $249, so $50 more. You get a bigger radio that looks a lot cleaner in my opinion, but same exact features.
It just gives you a lot for guys to do custom builds or for folks that aren't into touchscreens. It just depends on where you are in the technology. But if it comes to technology, when you go from there and you go to the touchscreens, they're going to come in 6.8, 7-inch, all the way up to the very, very large ones that you can go portrait or landscape. Pioneer's new 5000 series is one of my favorite radios that does wireless CarPlay, wired CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and wired Android Auto. You can do a backup camera on it, 200-watt mount built into it. But I love the graphics on it. It is an HD picture, which I think is important. And I love that it has these slide controls on the side that keep it easy, where you don't have to go into a touchscreen menu to use it. So it's a floating screen. What that means is when you have a radio console that's this size or this size, it will fit in either one of those, but float kind of like the new cars do, like a BMWs and Lexus, and those guys have these floating radios that make everything, floating screens that make everything work. Touch screens anywhere from about $299 with Bluetooth and a way to plug in your thumb drive all the way up. We do have flip outs back in stock for you guys in your older Chevelles and Mustangs and Camaros. But when you come in, just know that price wise, we are the correct price, like versus internet, we're that price. But if you buy a radio, and we don't do custom like the Ford truck, if you don't do it, then it's a free installation. You just buy the parts you need and you're done. So loving that moment, blah, 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 blah. Let's go over here. So in the world of speakers, I'm going to get Austin to come here. We do, Alpine. You said we just got the Mobile ESs back in stock. This is a very good sounding speaker. I have Mobile ESs in one of my vehicles. They sound incredible. I'm a very hard volume-driven guy, so I like to play it loud. And I had a guy say to me the other day, I've kind of gotten older where I don't play it loud anymore. I went, there is no such thing in this man's life. So I'm going to give you a demo of this. If you'll hit play for me there and turn that volume up a little bit for me. This is a $349 speaker, but I want you to hear the clarity and the fact how much bass. It's incredible. That's out of a 6.5-inch speaker.
One 6.5-inch
it is a Silk Dome tweeter, $349 for the pair. If you don't want to do $349 a pair, we got $149 for the pair out of Alpine, and they're going to be amazing. Here you go. Just a very clean speaker.
Very efficient
I know it's hard to hear that through a microphone, but really very, very good. You can back that back down again. Love that song, Rump Shaker. But anyway, you've got Alpine, we've got a Mobile ES, we're going to have DS18 audio control. And again, when you're anywhere from $99 and up for speakers, even when you go up to the really, really big boy stuff called Alpine Status, we have the budget and the performance in place that will take care of that.
You're wanting, $99 pair of speakers all the way up to $2,000 speakers if you want to go super crazy.
We're a one-stop shop. So you buy it here, we install it here, and we service it here, which is what we've been doing since day one. So when you get to Macon in the Warner Robins location, ask for your package deal, and the Brainiacs will make that happen. Awesome. All right, a lot of times when we get to do a room like this for someone's son or daughter or whatever, we'll do a smart TV. So you see here, this is a Sony smart TV. They come in 43, 55, 65. This is nice. Then we'll get to do music or we'll get to do sound as they get older. But then in this particular situation, he said, for Christmas, I want 2 of my children to have LED lighting. Do you know what I'm talking about, Michael? I went, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I'm going to show you this, and this is amazing. So we came in and built the trim piece. So the trim you're seeing now did not exist. We built the trim all the way around the room, and I'll show you this. The nicest part about this is what you're seeing right now is we have complete RGB control. What that means is we have every light in the rainbow, and you're going to see this as we're changing it because it's fully app driven. So look at that. It's amazing. It actually allows you to do a rainbow type deal. It allows you to do a movement type deal. It also has a thing where it will go with your voice or the music if you want to see it do it that way. I love the way it lights up the room enough. It's not so bright that it's lighting, but it's bright enough that you can literally see every single, oh, look at this, how amazing this is. So imagine this, that you can have this any way you want to have it. That's called the pulse lighting, and it will move with your voice or with music or whatever you want to do. The blessing of this is it comes with a single remote, which you're probably seeing in the closet right now, that allows you to just have a physical button you can do it, or you can use app control, which you're probably seeing a cutaway of right now. There's my phone number. The estimate's free. I will come to you just like I did these folks down in Perry. We figure out exactly what you need. Bada bing, bada bang. It's finished. Check out this lighting. That is awesome. All right, exciting. Yes, we are in Barefoot Tavern in Macon. It was a very big process. And if you're familiar, the Social Duck next door, which we did also with audio and video and all the cool stuff, is an amazing place all by itself. That's connected to this, which is being redone when we opened up Social Duck, or they opened up Social Duck. We're in Barefoot Tavern, which this place is absolutely amazing. And I have to tell you, there's a review that a man from Ireland said that when he ate the bangers and mash, it brought tears to his eyes because it was so authentic to what it should taste like. That's amazing, isn't it? All right, let's start with what we did. I'm so very grateful. So we're the audio video people for these folks, and it's amazing to be a part of this. I'm so honored. Now, here I am behind the bar, as you can see, 75, 65, 65, 75, 75, 55 over there. And then we have ceilings in the ceiling. All the speakers are flushed in the ceiling, which makes it nice and neat. Look at over here. It's so nice. And I love that you can sit at the bar and have 3 or 4 different ways to watch television at the same time. Speaking of a bar, clearly they are completely loaded up on the bar side. I just love it. Look at all the beers on tap. It's an incredible place, man. Let me cut through here. Now, when you come through to here, you'll see this is when you go to the dining room. So this is a zone. There's a zone outside. So you have a zone of sound outside, a zone of inside the bar, and then a zone that goes to the dining room. Right now, we just had them seamlessly playing the same thing. But amazing is you have TV all the way through, all the way down, and all these are hooked up all the way separate to that matrix that allows them to have full control. I love the fact that when they designed this, when you're in the booth, you have a way to watch no matter what. You're never left out wherever you are if you're a TV person. If you're not, when you're sitting, it's not like a TV is in your face where you can't enjoy your meal. But paying attention to the music, these are Clips Pro Series speakers that are flushed in the ceiling. You see nothing hanging down, wires and stuff like that. So clean. Come with. They even have their own zone of sound in the kitchen, which is nice. And you come all the way to the back. This is a Samsung Frame TV. This allows them to do whatever program they're watching like right now, but they can also put artwork or put their own logo or whatever they want up there. And I love that really, really nice custom frame that we put around it there. Keep coming with me. And when you come down through here, of course, that's just the back end of the building. There's a beer garden back here. But I love the fact that they have this private dining room that you can get for your business or family or whatever you want to do. I love that we put a monster 85-inch TV up there. I just have a fireplace going just for a cool setting right now. But this also has its own zone of sound. So why I bring that to you is, let's say I do have something for my company in here or for my family or whatever I'm doing for fun. I can have my own music. So I'm in here listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire because I'm a disco baby, and I can have my own ball game going right here all by myself, or I can connect to the rest of the restaurant. So now you have the outdoor sound, you've got the bar, you've got the dining room sound, you've got the private dining sound, plus you have video throughout the entire facility. Then you have the beer garden. Let's get back here. This is their beer garden, and look how amazing This is amazing back here. I love the lighting, huge sound, and again, clip speakers all the way throughout. But this is a zone by itself, and then that stage is going to be yet another zone so they can have live music at the stage and plug into the sound system. So I can plug in there and have sound here and throughout the restaurant all the way to the front. There's another plug-in in the bar where they can have live music. So they can have live music at the bar, live music here, or control everything from the iPad, or for the people that have the right phone with the apps all built in. So the blessing of this is, from when they started, they tore this restaurant down, the way that they loved on this building to get it to look and see and provide service the way it does is amazing. We're so glad to be a part of that. But this was a monster pre-wire just from the Ken Stereo side to make it all come together. But at the end of the day, you have audio, you have video all the way throughout, and then they have a whole nother venue that they're about to put upstairs that's going to have simulators and another full bar and amazing entertainment, which is coming soon to do it. So there is our phone number. This is how I get to you to come and do a venue like this. We start from day one to plan it, to install it, and to service it after the installation is done, because this is what we do. All right, we are obviously in the television, I still call them televisions, it's funny, but we are in the television business, and we carry sizes from 22 to, well, I keep calling it 100, but it's actually 98.5.
Yeah.
And so we do carry Sony and Samsung, if you'll take that away for me.
Yeah, so Sony and Samsung 98-inch. So the 98-inch TVs right now, they're going to start out at $19.99.
That is crazy.
So that's $2,000 for a 98-inch. I mean, look at it compared to me, and I'm 6'3". This is absolutely amazing. So this is actually Sony's Bravia 5 Mini LED TV. So Mini LED, what that means is, instead of having your strips of LEDs on the sides to project your color and picture, this one has thousands of LEDs throughout the whole entire picture. So that's why this is so bright, so clean, even with it being expanded so big to a 98-inch. It really makes it amazing. Just to show you the size of a 98-inch, right now, he is actually standing next to a 65-inch.
Hello.
Yes, that's a 65.
So this is a 65, which is the most common size that we sell now. Yep. But it just gives you some idea how big that is compared to this. Now, if this fits, yes, you should do a 98.
I call it the wall.
You know, if this fits what you do, the blessing of that is also is that, you know, my phone number is going to come up here. You know, I will come, Austin will send me out to your home, and we will measure. And like I was at a gentleman's house just yesterday, and we had to measure, and he was buying a 65, but a 65 didn't fit. It would only hold a 55 because he has this real decor-driven fireplace. That's the reason you want to take advantage of the free estimates, because we will come to you. If you're a DIY guy, do-it-yourself type guy or girl, then you will come and talk to Austin or the Brainiacs, and they will say, hey, guess what? This right here really does fit in your house, and we'll bring that out to this afternoon. Or, you know what? I like your gumption there, but it may take, you know, going to a 65 to make that dream come true. Now, we carry all shapes and sizes. We carry Samsung and Sony, and we are warranty stations for both. Explain our tech support and how that works.
So tech support, so everything that we sell, even what we don't sell, we actually service here in our store itself. So it's absolutely amazing. It's $150 to check in our service department. That goes towards parts and labor to fix the issue that you're having out of your equipment as well. So like I said, we service everything that we sell. It's amazing.
If it's one of those 911 situations, which we get quite often, and you say,
yes, we do.
My TV died and George is playing tomorrow, which they are when you see this, then I need a TV. We will make that happen.
Oh yeah, of
There is
course.
no chance that we will not make that installation happen. Again, Macon and Warner Robins Superstore, whether you're 100 or whether you're 22-inch, we got you covered. This is what we do. All right, we are in Kennesaw, Georgia. We are at First Choice Dental Center. We've done a bunch of these dentist offices for these folks, but this building is big. They needed security. They had to keep it safe there. They needed Sonos. We got sound throughout. They come inside, let's talk about cameras. Such an important thing to do cameras the right way. So we have a view outside. I'll show you that in just a second. But the main thing is when you come in the door, you got to know what you're greeted by. Here's your greeting person, receptionist, but you'll notice there's a camera right here. This camera views all the way through those doors, left to right here. I'm gonna show a zoom in there in just a second, but right, you know, it sees this and it has audio and video. So come this way. So if you come through here and you come into the waiting area, then we have another camera here. The idea behind this camera is the same thing. I need to see everybody in here from a business standpoint, from a safety standpoint. Keep coming with me. You have this camera that actually sees the corner. So you see down this hallway and down this hallway. And then all the way down at the end right there's another one. Now, there are different hallways through this, and the idea behind that is I need to see all my peoples all of the time. I'm gonna flip back through here. Here is the blessing. These new cameras, they have amazing resolution. So they have digital sound and digital video. Let me give you an idea of how good. I'm gonna show you my delivery vans right here. Look at that. That is the tag That's the phone number you call. Everything about this shows everything that's going on. There's my truck back there, so nice. Look at the front parking lot right here. You can see that's the side parking lot. You do the restaurant even next door. You can see everything that's going on there. Check out as we go through the back of the building. Look at this right here, all the way down, because that way, so if people get behind the building, you see what's going on. That's just nice and clear. And again, they have a day and a night filter to be able to use anyway. Let's do an interior cut thing. The reception desk. That's where when I told you when I came through the front door. See, I can see to the parking lot. The idea is I can see the person that works here. That's just a good idea to be able to watch the folks that work for you. But also, if there's a situation that comes up, you get to see that. Let's keep going through some of our interiors. Look how the hallway view is amazing. Full HD all the way to the end of that exit sign. And the idea behind that, again, we're recording 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's nice. Let's flip back through a couple more of my interiors. Just give you an idea. I love this view right here. This is their medical, what they call it, their sterilization room. A lot of times in doctor's offices, it'd be your drug room or whatever. But this is nice because I got even the detail down to reading that sign right there is so important. Right when I got it on their phones a minute ago, first thing she says, I cannot believe how clear these cameras are. They are the best of the best by a long shot. So let's show that 90-degree corner. And it's really important that you know that this camera, look at it. There's the hallway going out. There's another hallway going out, but I've split that corner and it's still so clear that I can read that sign completely clear, perfect. And that's the idea. This is their IT closet. We're going to keep that locked up, but it's nice to know who goes in and out of that. At the end of the day, you got this big grid. We've got 14 cameras in here. So what it takes to do that is my phone number comes up here. So whether you're in Kennesaw or we're doing Woodstock next Friday, that's what I do. You call me, the estimate is free. I come and we design the system. We talk about budget, we talk about performance, then we talk about when you want it done. And then on top of that, we service it after the sale. That is who we are all day long, is getting the install done and servicing at the sale, which is, I think this is the 8th or 9th one we've done for these folks, because we've established that relationship of knowing that we will get the job done. Full HD, Ken's, this is what we do. All right, we are at United Pentecostal Church in Thomaston, Georgia. And let me tell you, I was blessed to be a part of this when they literally they took this to the skin. I'm talking about they started fresh to make a brand new sanctuary here at United Pentecostal in Thomaston. So the key idea was we want to be able to stream. We want to be able to have a software package. We want to have digital sound to keep it simple and not have hiss and feedback and all those things. And they got all of that. So what you're seeing on the video side right now, we just have a rotation loop going of different stuff on ProPresenter. So with ProPresenter, you have a software package and a computer that allows you to build slides and put your hymnals and put your lyrics and put all of your sermon notes, anything you want to do, you can put up here and build all these slides. In regards to sound, we did JBL. They are phenomenal sounding speaker. They do so very good. They needed floor monitors. You'll see here we have 3 floor monitors because they're broken down here. And the blessing of it is you can have your drums, your guitars, and your keyboard over here, and they can all separate. They have a portable baptism that comes in, so we put a camera and a microphone here. The blessing of that is when they pull this out and put in their portable baptismal, they have a way to hear when the preacher's talking, because it's so hard when you're doing a baptism to have a microphone in your hand or have a headset on, so that mic picks that up. And then that camera right there converts to HD, and I'm sure you've seen the cutaway in the booth as it goes between the 2 cameras. So wireless microphones by Shure. We did SLX, which is the very best that you can buy. An amazing podium mic by them. I love their stuff. And let me tell you what's the blessing about Shure is when you type in the address of the building, Shure will tell you the exact frequency that doesn't have distortion or any kind of backup with first responder frequencies that are all over the state of Georgia. So it's nice that they build the microphone for your location. Podium mic here is nice. I like to have a flexible podium mic. It has huge sound. It's amazing sound quality out of this. And it's nice because if I'm short, I can use it. If I'm tall, I can use it because it's an 18-inch stem, which works really good. Now, in the realm of it, we did do floor boxes that allows them to plug things in, and we have them all throughout. And you'll see right here, if you look to the back wall back there, that's our confidence monitor. And the blessing of a confidence monitor is it allows the folks on stage to keep up with what's going on. So you can actually have lyrics back there or whatever you want to do for people to keep up in that. We also have a robotic camera back here. So the robotic camera is so important. This allows us to zoom in and zoom out. I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway of that right now. That camera has a 30 times digital zoom, which means I can be standing at that podium all the way down there, and I can zoom into my face, good morning church, or I can wide angle and see the whole width of the entire stage. I can zoom in on my keyboard player or on our guitars, and you can put those into presets. if that sounds all mumbo jumbo, we do all of that training, we do all of that programming, and it's unlimited under your warranty through Ken. So that's the blessing. So Thomaston, Georgia, and we did all this. Now, you're seeing a cutaway of the booth now. Lots and lots of power, 3,000 watts of power. Matters a lot to have plenty of power, not necessarily so you can play it loud, even though you can. But so if you have a 3-hour service, it handles it, it sustains it. The United Pentecostal Church in Thomaston, digital audio, digital streaming, digital video. The booth is built out, and everything just came together so awesome. They are so ready to worship. There's my phone number. The estimate is free. This is what we do. This is awesome. Hey, thank you again. 2026. I am completely blown away at where we are. I'm so grateful with all the stuff that you allow us to do in our Macon and our Warner Robins store. I'm so grateful for all the stuff you allow us to do in the custom world, which our custom team is very big now. I'm so grateful for that. But I want you to know that we're invested. We stay in our zone. I say that quite often. I educate the men and women of our family a lot. Matter of fact, we have, I don't know if it made this show or not, but we were just in Vegas at the SEMA show, which is mostly car audio and side-by-sides and stuff like that. I have a crew right now that's going out to the CES show to get educated even more, which is also in Las Vegas. We also go through CEDIA, which is in Indianapolis and in Texas. And I say all that to remind you, we make sure they're educated, so you just don't have a run-by-the-mill guy who's just trying to earn a paycheck or a girl that's trying to earn a paycheck. They are invested in what they do and in what Ken stands for since 1978, which is in-store service all day long. That's important to us. Now, how do you keep up with us? That's important. Here's our social media. The blessing of that is these are areas that you can keep up with us. If you're a social media person, this keeps up with our Facebook and our Instagram and YouTube, and this just allows you to keep up with daily specials and really neat projects that you guys allow us to do, but it's really a good place to go there. How do you get in touch with us? Well, there's my phone number and my brother's phone number. We're the owner of the company since 1978. My dad and my uncle started it. Now we own it. Our boys are in the company. And it's important for me to say that not as a pride thing or an arrogant thing. We're very grateful to work for you, and we take it wholeheartedly. I live and breathe. I think it's the greatest job on earth. What we get to do for a living is just an amazing thing. I'm so very gifted. I'm so very grateful for God allowing me to do what we do. So that's it. Now, I always end with scripture. Very important, this being the first show for 2026, but you need to hear this. Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." What that means is 2025 is gone. So whether you did good or bad or okay, it's done. You can't go back. You can't fix. You just can't. You're not allowed. Even Scripture says, just let that be. But what this means is be careful. The world has got a lot of evil in it. There's a lot of things out there that will help you validate some really bad decisions. So for 2026, let's remind ourselves, let's do what is the will of God. Regardless of where you are, let's do what is the will of God. Let's be stronger, more faithful, and more loving. I think that's important to have that. Let's not be transformed to what the world, what the evil says. Let's just stand firm. Let's be courageous and stand for what is righteous in the eyes of God. Come see us at Ken's in Macon in Warner Robins. 2026. Austin's here.
Great start.
I knew that. I knew where it was going.
What did you want me to say?
Mike Jones here with Ken's. It's 2026.
And I'm Austin with Ken's. Get ready for this show. It is absolutely amazing.
Mr. Excitement over here is ready. All right, ready?
Excitement after it.
You got to say something. What are you going to say?
Okay. I'm Austin.
Okay. Okay, ready? We're going to try it. Let's just see what happens. Ready, set, go.
All right, you do it. I'm not doing it.